Hello class, it's Mr. Wall here. I'm going to be giving you a demo today on collage. But before we start, I'd like to explain what collage is. Collage is any art that you make that mixes multimedia and is patched together in order to create one cohesive piece of art. So, for example, today what I'm going to be demonstrating is how I'm going to be using collage in order to enhance this ad that I found right in the paper. And as you can see, it's just something that I went through and I cut out. It's very easy to find things to use for collage around your house, which is very important for your final project. For your final project needs to incorporate collage as well. So what did I do to go out and find things to be used for collage? Well, I simply just walked around my house, I walked outside, and I found things that I think will be interesting in order to add to this slice of pizza. So what's a few things that I found? I found this leaf just hanging outside. I found this wrapper from this morning since I had a candy bar. Here's another chunk of thing that I found from another ad that I think will be interesting. And I also am going to be using a simple penny that I've been keeping in my shoe as good luck. So now, how do you go about creating a collage and why is it useful? Well, it's useful because collage will be able to incorporate different media and will be able to tell different stories. So now, what can I do to go ahead and get started on this? Well, first of all, you're probably going to need a couple materials in order to work with things. The first thing that I used was simple scissors. This is how I was able to cut out everything that you see here. Next step is you're going to need either some glue or some type of adhesive to make sure that everything is able to stick to each other. So I'm just going to be using a glue stick today because it's the easiest thing that I have. So, now, how do you go about cutting something out and finding what you need? Well, it's very important that you think about sizing when it comes to collage. You don't want to have a piece that's too big that will cover up your original image. So, for example, I will just show you what I've done. So again, I just went out and I ended up getting this last night in the mail. And it's just a bunch of furniture and stuff, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to gather up materials for collage. So all I do is I just take my scissors and let's say, for example, I think it'll be very interesting to add a couch into the pizza because it's something you don't normally see, and that's the fun part about collage. Collage allows you to create new images and express new ideas that you might not have seen before, and it can create some very interesting images. So I will just show you how quickly it is able to find something. And I'll just simply cut out this one couch right here. Looks very comfy, by the way. And as you can see, I'm just simply cutting out the couch, trying to stay along with the lines as much as I possibly can. Alright, so now that I have my couch and everything, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start assembling the collage. And now this is very important. You want to think about ways that you want to display your items before you even start gluing, because sometimes if you're using a strong enough glue, you will not be able to change your mistakes. So for example, I think a good spot for this couch and everything would be right here in the back, almost kind of sitting there on top. So what I'm going to do is just take my handy dandy glue stick, get a little bit of glue on the back, and then I'm going to display it right on the pizza, and I'm going to use it to cover up a pepperoni because I think that's a very interesting image. Now as you can see, there's the couch. Now I'm going to continue using all of these, again thinking in mind of where my placement is going to be for each piece. So for the sundae, I think it'd be kind of interesting to have it in the very front. Like so. And for the leaf, I think it would be interesting to add it somewhere into the back. And what's interesting about when you use something like this is it can also create a 3D image. Alright, now for the candy bar wrapper. Just going to stick that down on the crust almost like it's the crust. Now it's important to think about placement like I was saying. And last but not least, we'll use the Abe Lincoln penny. So now, as you can see, I've collaged all these pieces together to form one cohesive piece. It now creates one piece in general. And for me, it creates a very interesting image because these are things that you would normally not see on top of a pizza, nor would you see the candy wrapper on the crust. So as you can see, collage is very easy to do. All you need to do is find everything that you want to incorporate it in and figure out a way to juxtapose and put everything onto, and make sure you have some very nice glue so that it'll hold. And thank you, this has been a demo on collage.